Hi, my name is Kylee Massmann, and today we're going to be talking about some assessments we can use. The first one I'm going to discuss is the alphabet writing assessment. As we learn, as you know, little kids, and as the kids enter elementary school, it's very important for them to be able to decipher the words, in the text they're reading. So they need to know the alphabet. We also need to make sure that they can understand lowercase and uppercase. So a few things that we can do in the classroom to help them do that is say, okay, students, get out your whiteboard or your notebook and write me a capital A. And as you're walking around, maybe the student wrote a lowercase a, and you just want to say, hey, great job, it is an A, but it's not the right A. Or you can, you can write it on a board, and you can point to one and say, is this the lowercase or is this the uppercase? It's important that they know the difference between both of them, and they're able to identify it, because without being able to identify it, they're not going to be able to accurately read, write, decipher what they're reading, and understand what they're reading. And the younger they learn that, and the more fluently they learn that, the better and easier it is going to be for them to write. The next one we're going to talk about is our phonological awareness test. So 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. With this, we're talking about rhyming, segmentation, isolation, deletion, substitution, blending. This is easier for kids to understand what they're reading. When you're rhyming and stuff, obviously it's easier for them to remember and kind of get the picture. So when we say 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish, it rhymes. So it's going to be easier for them to say, okay, we're talking about fish, we're talking about 1 and 2, and what color they are. So if I went up to a student and said, hey, I'm going to recite this to, now you tell me what it's about, at their age, they should be able to understand that. And these are two assessments that I find that are very important, because you're working on reading, writing, and understanding. And the sooner that we figure that out, the more accurate they're going to be able to read. And it'll be easier for us to be able to pick up if they are struggling at all, especially when I say, okay, students, write a capital T, and they write a lowercase t. Or if I say, hey, students, if I say, hey, here, the word is octopus, please write the first letter of that, and they write a lowercase o. It's not just basically telling them what letter to write. It's good for them to get their brains thinking and let them figure out what they're supposed to write. So, and very important to make sure that they know the difference of capital and lowercase, because some of them are very confusing, like the G's and the Z's and the Q's, like capital and lowercase, some of them don't even look remotely the same. So knowing the difference between that is huge. So thank you very much.